Well, hey there, folks. Tip here, Stupid Gardener. Compost Happens, part 21, coming up. Stay tuned. Well, okay, folks, we are down to 15 bags of leaves and grass clippings. Started with 28, down to 15, and we just received our new compost bin. So let's go over and take a look at it. Well, okay, here is our compost bin. This is a tumbler. Brand name on this is Vivosun, Vivosun, and it's made of a polypropylene plastic. It's black in color, so this should attract some good heat. And the good thing about this, we don't have to hand turn this. We can just tumble this or turn this. And it's got a compartment up top here that opens, that you put all your garden waste and kitchen waste and leaves and grass clippings all in there. And so we'll go over how we're going to fill this one up. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is called the Vivosun compost bin. It is a tumbler. It is a black polypropylene plastic bin, and it's probably like about 1/8 of an inch thick. Now, one thing about this, I ordered this off of Amazon. It was about 50 bucks or so. Putting this thing together, probably had at least 60 nuts and bolts to put this thing together, and it took forever. And the holes really weren't wide enough, so I mean, I really had to force this thing together. But once it went together, it's very, very sturdy. Now, in the middle here, where these two openings are, there's a divider that goes in the middle. So we really have two sections that we're going to be working on filling up. And I don't know if you can get a good shot of that, but there is a divider right there. And now the one thing about this, it is off the ground, so no worms or anything are going to be able to get in from the ground because it is off the ground. So I'll probably just have to go around the yard, and when I'm messing with the my pallet compost back there, if I see any worms, I'll probably grab them and throw them in here, just to try and get that decomposition moving, because the worms will really do a great amount of the work for us, as well as it breaking down on its own. So I'll probably work on that, and I'll be turning the compost probably over there next week, and so I'll grab some worms from there and we'll chuck them in here just to help us out. I'm going to be filling this the same way as I did the previous two compost bins, the Fiskar as well as the deformer. I got all these grass clippings and leaves here, and I'll be just filling that all up. And I got some compost manure that I'll be layering in there, and we'll just get this all filled up. And now, one thing last night, I tell you what, it got real cold here last night. We got down into like the mid-20s and had a real heavy frost out here this morning. But the compost bins that I filled up last week, they were about a little bit over 60 to 65 degrees, so that's not bad considering they're only a week old, and in the cold that we had last night. My pallet compost bins were about 100 degrees, so that's not bad, and I had just turned one of those. So, but it should be nice and warm today. It's going to get up to around 50 or so. The sun is already hitting these bins, so we should get some good heat on them today. And also this one here, you can just stick your hand in there and you can notice the heat temperature difference already. So it's probably, you know, in the low 40s here right now, but you stick your hand in there, you can really feel that it's much warmer there. So it'll be very interesting to see how this compost works. I think we're going to have a lot of high heat here because there's really not any openings. There's some little slots here. It's going to allow a little bit of airflow. So we'll just have to see what the temperature is on this after a week or so. And we got these little doors here that will close up. So that'll keep that all closed up when we're not putting anything in there, and then you'll be able to close this one also. And when you want to turn it, There you go. You just turn it. So we're going to get some real great mixture in here. So let's work on getting this filled up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so we've got it just about filled up here. See, I got some nice browns, some greens in there, and I probably used maybe about a half a bag of that compost manure in here. And here's the other section, and as you can see, there's that divider that's in there. And that, so we have two sections here. And so we'll come back and we'll check this temperature in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we have this all filled up, so it's ready to go. I will be adding some kitchen scraps in there. Already threw a couple of banana peels on both sides and added some coffee grounds, so that's gonna help get that process going. And you know, the leaves that I was throwing in there, that were coming out of those bags there, I was looking at them, and they already have a good mold, leaf mold that's already happening to them, just sitting over there in those bags. So that compost effect is already happening in those bags even before I put it in here. And those bags today are sitting right in the direct sun today. So they should be breaking down in those bags and just accelerating that process that's going to happen in these bins here. So that's a real good sign. Very excited about that. So I just got to work on turning this. It's going to be pretty easy to turn. I can put my kitchen scraps in there, and then when I want to turn it, just spin this around, and that's getting turned all around. So all that compost manure that I put in there, and those leaves and grass clippings are all blending together, and we'll just keep checking that heat. And like I've said before, if you have a compost pile and you want to know when to turn it, get yourself a compost thermometer. It'll tell you everything you need to know about your compost and how it is doing, and this thermometer will let you know when you need to turn it, when you need to add greens or add browns. So I guess I will sign off from here. So if you are not a subscriber, please stop what you're doing and hit that subscribe button and keep following along. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how these compost bins work. I'm very excited on this one here. I've always wanted to try one of these and just see the temperature compared to the other ones. So I guess I will sign off from here, and this is a tip from the Stupid Gardener. Everyone, please keep watching. Don't forget, we are on Instagram. It's the.stupid.gardener. So you can follow along there with previews of upcoming videos. I'll put some pictures up there. And I guess I will see you on the next one. Everyone take care. God bless everybody.